The purpose of this video is to supply you with some practical knowledge and application and some personal experience on how you can attract great things into your life, to get really good stuff going for you, to totally shift your reality in this sense. The first thing that you got to understand is that the only way that anything different can start happening in your life is actually if you make an internal shift. Every single day, we are telling a story. And a lot of people are telling a destructive story that really dwindles their power and manifesting ability, and they don't even realize it. And what this story is I'll feel good when this cute guy or girl at school asks me for my number. Then I'll feel good when they finally give me their attention. Or I'll feel good when this is the number in my bank account. Right now, you're kind of psychologically projecting that if these good things would just happen in my life, then everything would be good and great. But what I want you to understand is that you need to activate and develop greatness within yourself right now without needing that person or place or thing or finances. Do you understand this? You have to tune into the fulfillment and the power within yourself. And then you need to harness and focus this cultivated power towards that good thing. You want that good thing, and you're saying you want to attract it. You want it to come to you. I got news for you. There's a much more powerful way to integrate that into your reality. It's called discover courage and power within yourself right now. Stand up and you go over to where it is. Okay, do you see this difference? Now I know that it's really nice to just believe that we could sit right here all day and just smile and focus on feeling good and all this amazing stuff is going to happen in our life. The person who's really going to be able to so-called attract this stuff into their life is the person who realizes this. And listen carefully to the energy behind the words. I am powerful. I was given the most incredible riches by God the moment I was born. I was given the riches of a powerful mind and a powerful energy within myself and the ability to focus my mind and focus my action to create anything that I could possibly desire to experience, to go anywhere in this world, to achieve anything. These are the riches I've been given. So do not beg the universe on your knees groveling, please give me more riches in my life. Please help me attract these good things. This is the wrong kind of prayer. It won't work. You'll just continue to wonder why things aren't happening for you. I know, because I've been there. It's the only reason I can say these things is because I've done this stuff. I've been there. I just want to be real with you about it. Instead, why don't you just thank God for giving you the tools that you need to harness and use yourself, all right? Do you think that God wants all of us to like sit around and just beg them to do stuff for us? Or do you think maybe they'd prefer we realize how powerful we are and that we have the powerful God energy and focus and ability to manifest within ourselves, right? So this is the person who's going to attract great things into their life. And let me tell you, we do attract things into our reality by focusing our energy and affecting our vibrational field. I know this because I only align and have conversations and interactions with people who are vibing in the same way I am, really positive, really uplifting. But that doesn't mean that there aren't negative people or negative interactions just waiting to enter my reality around me. Okay, you see the difference? The difference is that I'm so focused on what my purpose in life is and what really matters to me that I have such this powerful focus that I can recognize what is relevant to me, what lends itself to my achievement of who I am and what I am being in this life, and what is just pulling my energy and attention and focus in a direction that does not serve me, all right? So it's not that there aren't negative things happening around me, right? It's not that I only attract good things. It's just that when negative things happen, I don't go there. I don't make a huge deal out of it because I'm very focused on what I'm doing. And that's why I'm unstoppable. And that's what makes you unstoppable too. You need to go within yourself and decide, okay, this is step one. Let's be really practical about this. I want to supply you with some steps. Step one, you need to decide what it is that you want in your life. All right. And I encourage you, just from my own personal experience, to decide, what do you really want? Not what society says you should want. Not all that brainwashing of, I want to buy all these new fancy cars. That's just brainwashing. You know, what is that really going to do for you? Be real with yourself. What do you really want? Make this decision. It's called your definite purpose in life. An example, my definite purpose, my decision, is that I'm going to reach millions and millions of people, many who have not yet been born, and help them to awaken to the power and the inspiration that has always been dwelling within them, but they did not realize was there. Okay, that's my purpose. So when you decide your definite purpose, life becomes very clear, it becomes very focused, and all of your power begins to manifest things incredibly quickly. Why? Because every single moment of every day, options are going to constantly pop up around you. The news, this food versus that food, this show versus that show, this show versus not watching a show at all, this book versus that, making friends with that person versus making friends with that person. Think about this. Every single moment, life is supplying you with options. But because you have not decided a definitive purpose of, this is who I am, period. This is who I am, this is what I'm doing. Nothing else can distract me. Nothing else can take my focus or power from me, because I know who I am and I know what I'm doing here. All right, now again, feel the energy behind the words, because I'm not trying to talk about myself. I'm trying to help you engage with this powerful courage within you. You want to attract good things into your life? You can. But it doesn't come from just sitting around and hoping that someday it comes. You have the power to so-called stand up and make it happen, you know? You do. So what you really got to get over is some of these internal energies and voices within you. You know, these internal things about not feeling good enough, or not feeling like you're worthy, or you don't have what you need right now. Like, maybe a year from now, then I'll be able to do it and make it happen, but not right now. I'm not good enough yet. Okay, this is the dialogue people feel. Or what if so-and-so thinks this about me? Or what if this? It's just nonsense. It's hogwash voices within you. They are not based in intelligence. They are not based in reality. They're based in nonsense. Now, the only reason that these voices have any sort of hold on you is because you continue to listen to those voices and look to them for advice. All right, let's say you've got a friend in your life. I know this video is taking a turn, but I know this is what's meant to be happening right now. I know this is the conversation that we're meant to be having. I can just feel it. You are pulling a lot of information through right now, and I'm going to give it all. All right, I'm not holding anything back. Let's say you have a friend in your life who's always saying super negative things and bringing you down, and is giving you just horrible advice. And let's say a few times you take their advice, and it fails horribly and creates really gross negative reality for yourself. My only question to you then is, why would you keep taking that person's advice? You wouldn't. You would ignore them. You would acknowledge they don't know what they're talking about. They're clearly a very unhappy person. Why would you take advice from an unhappy person? All that's going to do is lead you to unhappiness, because that's all they've got to offer. Okay, so understand there are many voices within us. I encourage you to listen to the one that is courage, that is powerful, that is inspiring, because that person within you, if you take their advice, what kind of life are you going to create? One that is purposeful, powerful, inspiring, abundant. Okay, so simply acknowledge this. These voices within you, they're not actually you. It's not really yourself. They're just options, just like all the things happening around you in life. Do you want to watch this show or not watch a show? Do you want to eat this meal that's unhealthy and going to make you feel like crap tomorrow? Or do you want to eat this one that's going to give you incredible energy and inspire you? Okay, you see what I'm saying? Every single thing happening externally are options. And guess what? Internally is no different. The internal feelings, the thoughts you have, the voices speaking within you, they are only options. One of the biggest issues that people experience is they continuously identify with these voices. Oh, this negative thought just came up in my mind. Man, I really need to do some inner work and work on this. Do you? Or are you just identifying with a negative voice that has nothing to do with you? You see what I'm saying? That's not you. It's just an option. And these voices are tricking you, right? Instead of being aligned with your definitive purpose and manifesting incredibly powerfully, more powerfully than you could possibly believe, you decide that when something negative happens within you or outside of you, you decide to start drifting through life. You decide to let that take your energy and focus for weeks, months, and sometimes for a lot of us, years. I got news for you. The only thing you're missing when it comes to attracting good things into your life is focus. That's it. Because you have all the power within you. You have all of the ability. I promise you, I've got nothing that I can give you that you do not already have within yourself. I promise you that. The only thing that you're missing, in my genuine opinion, it is an opinion. Remember that. I'm just one guy. This is my opinion. My real opinion that comes from, I'd love to see you thrive in your life, man. You know? My opinion is that you have not been practicing focus. You're willing to let anything that's happening outside of you pull your focus from you. That cute guy or girl walks by. Whoa! I was focused on my life's purpose and manifesting it, but damn! And then you're thinking about them all day and days go by. You're wasting your energy and your focus. That's just an example. People do this with the news. People do this with toxic relationships in their life that are not serving you but are bringing you down. They're just creating poor energy in your life, okay? You need to take control of your life. You need to wake up and realize that the only reason your life is the way it is right now is a direct result of what has your focus been in life. This is what the law of attraction really is about. People misinterpret. I'm gonna sit here and just focus on feeling good. Guess what? Nothing's gonna happen. You'll feel good, but then you'll die. And as you die and you engage with your soul and you wake up to the higher level of who you are, you're gonna go, I'm telling you this, okay? I've seen this within myself. I felt into it. Take it or leave it, you know? You are going to recognize that you came here with a very specific purpose within yourself, something you were very excited to do and be a part of. Why else would you come to be a human? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you didn't just come here to just sit around and go, oh yeah. No, you could do that in spirit. Because in spirit, you could sit around and go, oh yeah, on a level you can't even fathom. You came here with a very specific purpose to play out and be this person in this world. And if you sit around and do nothing with your life, you're gonna die and you're gonna wake up to this level of your soul and go, damn, I let my entire life pass me by. And you'll see it was always because you were too afraid to take the wheel of your life. You were so afraid that you decided to step into the passenger side of the car of your life and let every external circumstance and every person's voice and all the negative voices within you, you let them take the wheel. It's that simple. You want to attract good things in your life? Take the wheel. Stop drifting through life. Stop just sitting around waiting for things to get better. You stand up and you be the change. Be the change that you want to see in your world. It is that simple. And I want you to understand something. The fear within you, what if I fail, right? Or, oh, it's so much comfortable to just sit around and keep eating pizza and watching shows, Nathan. If that's where you're at, I got news for you. It's just that that's still the voice you're letting drive your life. I promise you that is not who you are. I promise you it's not. You wouldn't be here hearing this message right now if that was you. Guarantee it. No way. Do you maybe have some habits right now and some energies built into your life that are poor influences? Yeah, maybe you do. But you know, you have the ability to turn that stuff off, so to speak. You have the ability to say no. And you have the ability to start saying yes right now to positive, uplifting content and music and high vibe food. You have the ability to create a new morning routine for yourself. You have the ability, if you want to change your financial situation, for example, understand this. The information is out there. Are you willing to stand up and learn it and put it into practice? Because I promise you that voice that's worried about failing is nonsense. You will not fail. There is no such thing as failure. There is not. And you know, a guy named Napoleon Hill, back in the 1930s, interviewed over the span of 30 years, 500 of the world's most successful people, all right? Not just financially successful, but people who were like, damn, they were killing it in many areas of life. And you want to know one of the funniest things he learned from all 500 people? They all had this in common. Their massive achievement and success came right after a failure. Right after a failure. And see, Napoleon Hill also interviewed thousands of people who failed or were living in poverty or disease or really unhappy, depressed people. And you want to know the funny thing he found in common with all of them? They went for the goal they felt within themselves, they failed, and they gave up and decided, oh, I'm not good enough, or I guess that's not the life for me. So isn't that interesting that the people who succeeded, when they failed, they didn't think of it as failure, they just kept going, boom, life gives them the fruit of their labors, okay? And the people who sit around in sadness and depression and feel sorry for themselves, they label it a failure and they say, I'm not good enough. Why would you do that? Keep going. Don't give up. I promise you that the power within you is the power of God. But think of it like this. You need to prove to life that you are who you say you are. And that doesn't come from these little minor external changes or changing your outfit or doing this or that or getting a six-pack of abs or, getting this girl to like you, or it doesn't come from these things. It doesn't come from getting a raise at your job. It doesn't come from these things like driving a nicer car than your neighbor. You want to know where this power comes from? It comes from the very courage we have been speaking on this entire video. It comes from you deciding to stand up and take the wheel of your life. That's it. And if you know your definite purpose, like I know mine, there is nothing that can shake your attention. Nothing. If something's happening externally and it's trying to pull my energy and focus, I just go, oh, nice try. But I'm very powerful and I'm in charge of my focus and my hands are driving the wheel of my life. So no. I keep saying yes to who I really am and who I came here to be. And I will not stop, ever. And there is nothing that can stop me, ever. And anything that is a roadblock that falls in my path does nothing but enhance my power and give me more wisdom on how to keep moving forwards in an even more powerful way. And the truth is the same for you, my friend. I promise you. We wouldn't be able to resonate with each other and have a conversation like this if you didn't have the same powerful abilities that I have. The difference is, I've learned how to harness my focus and my awareness. Are you willing to? Or are you willing to let all the nonsense and noise around you dictate what you're thinking about, what you're feeling, and who you think you are? In short, you want to attract good things into your life? Put your hands on the wheel. You're a much better driver than all those nonsense voices, I promise. You are a much better driver. Way better. Way better. Much love to you. I hope to catch you in the next video. And just so you know, got some Vibes and Frequencies services tagged in the description of this video, like coaching, classes on manifestation. But again, I encourage you to realize that you have everything you need right now. You just need to focus your power. That's it. That's all you've ever needed to do. Once again, thanks. Hope to catch you in the next video. Much love.